Did you see my live? You didn't even say look or anything.
I don't know. We got booted off of the last one. Let's see if anybody picks this up. This stuff is just not fun anymore.
It's not
Hey,
funny
Nancy.
anymore.
This is not. So, do you guys get a notice when we come back live? I don't know what happens. It looks like everyone's piling back in.
Hopefully, hey guys.
Hey guys, sorry about that.
I'm actually glad that we said something at the very beginning of the chat. It's like that seems to be the trend in the last few ones.
You got an email? You got a notice? Okay. It just sucks. I mean, there's nothing you can do when it goes out. It's just nothing. When it reconnects, it doesn't allow you to jump back into the live. So that's really a horrible flaw on the part of YouTube. We might have to start doing these on Facebook. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we might have to switch platforms to something else.
But let's not worry about being depressed about that stuff. Let's just continue, shall we? And hopefully, it sticks. But like I said, we're here at the visitor center and we're on their Wi-Fi, and all of a sudden, I just noticed that the Wi-Fi was gone. So who knows? It just would not allow us to go back to that same broadcast. So yeah, I would blame me. I would blame me. Somebody says we're going to blame you anyways. Absolutely. So anyways,
I mean, that's a trend.
Hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend. Is it really a holiday weekend? I thought Labor Day wasn't until next weekend. I thought it was like the first. Oh, I guess it's the first weekend.
30th, yeah. It's like this weekend. It's a long weekend.
All right, cool. So we're here at Grand Canyon National Park. We had to get out of Vegas. We were supposed to be in Colorado right now. And when we were up in Salt Lake, we got notice that Lori had to come back.
We were in Glacier.
We were in
no,
Glacier. We were in
Great Basin.
Great Basin National Park when we got notice that Lori had to come back to Las Vegas for her immigration interview, which she went through and she passed with flying colors. So now I got to keep her.
I aced people. It's like literally, it's like all the questions they asked me, boom, 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 like super quick, super fast. It's like, so it was amazing. So it's like, that's the reason we were in Vegas, not because we wanted to, it's because more like we had to, because who will go to Vegas at 110 degrees weather? So it's like almost that. So it's horrible. But anyway, thank you so much, guys. Everybody's saying congratulations. I'm not official yet. It's like I just went through the interview, and basically what you do is see if you pass the questions and obviously the test, like English test and civics and history and everything. And then after that, they recommend you like to actually get being a citizen. And once they recommend you, the government still do like a last look, and then after that they schedule your oath. That at this point it has been already scheduled. So once I take the oath, like literally that day is the day I become an American citizen at that point.
So unless my emails finally get through to the right person and they kick her out, I don't know. I've been emailing everybody and it doesn't seem to be working.
She's still trying.
They're just ignoring me, just like she does.
And by the way, guys, if by any chance you have any questions, feel free to put them in. Just like help us out and just put them in all caps.
Happy birthday, Vicky. So I was birthday there.
Yeah. Oh,
so yeah, Brenda says I wouldn't pass the test. Most American people would not, without taking a little bit of a refresher. Most regular American folks would not pass that test, the civics test. You would pass the reading and writing. The reading and writing is actually a very ridiculous basic test, but the civics test is pretty extensive. But you only need to get there's 100 questions possible, but you only need to get 10.
They make you 10 questions, and from the 10 questions you have to have, but they're random questions, and then from the 10 you have to have at least 6 correct. Right. But like I got them all correct. So
the lady just stopped asking questions. But anyways, fun stuff. And yes, Lori, the new one of our newest American citizens.
Not yet,
but she's gonna get sworn in, and she'll be fine.
The Snowdens are in the house too.
All right,
Victoria.
All right.
So that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Someone says, don't tell them you know me and it'll be easier on you. I agree with that.
I was afraid of that. It's like, oh my God, you're married to him? And it's like, we might not accept you.
It's like, John Chalker from Waterbury, Connecticut's in the house. Hello, guys. So anyways, are you a citizen, Paul? Yes, I'm a naturalized citizen as well. I went through the same process Lori did. I was born in Canada. I've been an American citizen now for a little over 10 or 15 years, something like that. Was I American? I was American citizen before you moved here, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think
about 15 years, I
since
think.
2002, I believe that's like
I've been
the
American citizen.
timeline.
So moved here in 1988 and became a naturalized citizen about 13 years later. So
Actually, somebody asked, will you retain dual citizenship? Actually, U.S.
that's not a thing.
do not recognize dual citizenship. It's like, but my country told me that whenever I want to go in as Mexican, I will be always welcome as Mexican. It's like, so this country doesn't really allow it, doesn't,
Yeah,
allow
the United
dual.
States does not recognize dual citizenship. People say, "Oh, I'm a dual citizen." I'm like, that may have been in the past. That may have been the way it is. I had to renounce the citizenship of my country from which I came, which was Canada. So the first thing I did was call my dad and told him that if we go to war, I had to come and kick his ass. So that's what I did. So, but yeah, our country still recognizes us as citizens. It's just once you're here, and we get it. I mean, not every country where people are coming from are, and I don't want to get too political here, but not every country that people are coming from are friendly countries. So they're just trying to make sure that you're loyal to the United States. And I am loyal, heart and soul, to the United States. I love Canada. I love the country I came from, but I am loyal, heart and soul. I love this country.
Tom and Lori
much.
Will says, then Paul can't threaten to send you back anymore. It's like, I know, I feel like a free woman now. Like, you cannot threaten. Not like he ever did anyway. It's like, so, oh my God.
We are being asked to say hello to Annie for her birthday. So I don't know who Annie is, but hello, Annie.
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Annie. Happy birthday to you.
Wow, you can do it fast.
Yeah.
It's like, that's awesome.
Happy birthday, Annie. So, Ted D, Tampa RV Show meetup. Yes, we're gonna get into that tonight. We just wanted to goof around a little bit here until we got people back. More people back. So we got 128 folks here, so we can always come back around to other things if we have to.
Mm-hmm.
So we're here at Grand Canyon National Park. We're at the Visitor Center broadcasting from the Visitor Center. And Wi-Fi sucks most everywhere here except for this place. And for some reason we got kicked off. Hopefully that won't happen again. We plan on heading to Florida this winter. So I guess we'll do that first and then we can get to questions, because there's going to be a lot of questions about that. And we won't have every answer for you. So we are going to do, and I don't want to use the word meetup because I want it to be really not necessarily a
gathering.
Yeah, well, no, I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be specifically really a TME thing, because Kevin and Laura are there from Vegan RV. I'd like to reach out to a couple other YouTubers, see if we can get if Traveling Robert is back in the state. I'm sure we can get Traveling Robert to come. I know you guys love him, so we want it to be something that maybe can turn into a yearly thing where it's a more an RV rally, if you will,
an event. Like basically.
So like an event that maybe we move one winter, we have it in the Southeast, the next winter we have it in the Southwest, and we haven't worked all of that stuff out yet. And I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but the one that we're having in Tampa, the date is definite. It is going to be the 11th, January 11th through January 15th. The Tampa RV show starts on January 15th and goes through the 19th. So you'll be able to leave our event and then jump over to the Tampa RV show, which is only about 25 to 30 miles away. So it's super, super close, really, really handy. And if you want to just stay at the place where we are, I think they're going to allow some of the people to stay if you want. So it's only a 25-mile drive to the RV show if you want. The place is going to be the Sun and Fun Expo Center. And if you look up Sun and Fun, you might get an RV park. It's not the Sun and Fun RV park. You have to Google Sun and Fun RV or Sun and Fun.
Don't give that specifics, because here's the thing at the end of the day, people, is like,
it's
not going to be scheduled through them. It's going to be scheduled through us, so we can do it as a group.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Don't get too much details, because you don't want people to be calling them.
They can't make reservations anyways. The place doesn't. It's not that type of campground. They have about 500 spots total. They have 75 spots that are full hookup, water, sewer, electric. They have about 85 that are water or electric. Then they have about 500 dry camping spots. So we can take up to 500 or so of you guys, 600. So we've got more than enough room. We've got probably 50 or 60 people so far that I really think are going to be there. So I'm thinking there's going to be 100 rigs, which would be awesome. I'd like to see 200 if we could. I will have all the information online about that within the next couple of weeks. We're still coming. Oh, by the way, sorry guys, here. I got this. This is a young lady here that gave us permission to broadcast live. Hi to everybody online. That's Sarah. That's the young lady who said we could broadcast today. So thank her for allowing us to do this. And back to the Tampa thing. So Sun and Fun Expo Center. It's right near an aircraft museum, so that's kind of cool. We're going to get special group discounts to the aircraft museum, which is awesome. I like planes. I'm sure some of you guys do too. We're going to have everything online so that you guys will just be able to go on there, pick what kind of site you want. It'll charge you for the 4 nights, and then it'll include your camping for the 4 nights. It'll also include any entertainment we do. Right now, I'm trying to book a band for the closing night. I'd like to book maybe a DJ for 1 night, so we can all get our get our party on, something like that. A little too white for dancing. Mm-hmm. But anyways, we want to do something like that. We're going to do some fun events. We'll probably get Kevin's RV Icebreakers game out at some point, I'm sure, and learn a little bit about each other, which was so fun at Quartzsite. If you weren't at
Kevin,
Quartzsite,
you need to trademark that.
It was, I think he already did. I think Kevin's already got that.
Sure.
Yeah, I think he's got cards and everything. So we're going to do some of that. So we want to get to know you guys as much as you guys already know us. So we want to get to know you guys more. It's going to be super, super fun. We've got some great ideas for some events and some activities. And so we're basically going to hang out for 4 nights, which will equate to 4.5 or 5 days approximately, and just have fun. But we want to do some other stuff that is not just RV related.
That's the one thing we're still having talks about. Like here is like what kind of event or what kind of thing is that we want to do, because it's like Paul, it's like pretty much a lot of fun, all fun. I think we still need to have some informational kind of class things in the daytime, maybe.
I agree with that.
So it's like, so we were like, okay, kind of like, it's going to lean one way or the other, having a little bit of, we're going to have a little bit of both, but it's like, has to lean one or the other.
Yeah,
but anyway,
we will do some informational stuff.
If you guys feel like there's a topic or something that should be talked about, like maybe like we can do like a panel, like Q&A, or we can do a session or something like that while we are in Florida, let us know.
Yeah, we've got plenty of time to add that stuff in.
Yeah, and we will we'll consider like how many people actually probably are interested in that topic or something like that, and we will consider that. But anyway, so if you have any ideas or something like that, let us know. I mean, we'll consider them. But
I do like the drag. Somebody said drag racing. We could drag race our RVs. That's a great idea. Maybe a figure 8. What do you call it? A figure 8 demolition derby. We could do that with our RVs. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Are you gonna put Freya on that?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll put Freya in there. We just have to make sure Ozzy's out, and then I'm in.
Of course.
Anything on the West Coast. Yeah, and that's what we're talking about, because I know it's tough if you live on the West Coast to get to the East Coast, and the East Coast to get to the West Coast. So that's why I really would love to do something where we're flip-flopping every other year. I was in the event business in Las Vegas, and there was the World of Construction event that did every second year was either Las Vegas or it was Florida. So I'd like to see something like that where we do Florida one year and we do San Diego area another year, or Yuma or somewhere
Paul
nice.
Making all of us pancakes.
I'll make 500 pancakes. Absolutely.
He cannot even do.
I can't boil water.
2 pancakes for both of us. Also, like, are we wondering? Some of it that said it's like 4-wheeling RVs.
Yeah,
but
I 4-wheel our RV all the time.
We have done that time. It's like, come on, we
4-wheel ours. But yeah, so I do want to do something on the West Coast, and we'll do that at a later event. So there's all kinds of stuff. Don's in the house. Don and Kevin. Hey guys, what's happening?
Cynthia's asking, will you allow tent camping? It's like,
sure.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you have your
you'll be dry camping. Kevin's got enough solar for everybody. So if you have a tent, you just put it next to Kevin and Laura, and you can just plug in to their coach. They've got all kinds of power for you.
I know we were talking like the other day that Kevin and Laura, they have like a little power plant there in their RV.
Yeah, they have an RV power plant, so you can just everybody can hook into that.
RV Mojos, any of Calico Junction hits the road full time on the 26th of September. I hope. Awesome. Anyway.
Ted says, will there be cabins available? No cabins. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be. It's in Lakeland, Florida, so it's just outside of Tampa. I'm sure that there's hotels available close by, and then you'll be able to pop over to the event. We still haven't figured out that yet. Like if we'll have wristbands to show that you're part of the event, we don't know. What I really want is to do like a tame tame Daytona Bike Week type of thing for RVers. I don't know. We don't know yet.
I really
I
don't like to compare it to that because for
well,
me,
no, I don't want
that's
it to be a
just
drunken
exactly,
brawl, a drunk
that's my
fest. That
point.
I don't want to be. There's still going to be some. I mean, there's going to be some. We know some of these people. It's going to be a drunk fest for some people.
No,
But we're probably we'll kind of stuff up in a couple of weeks. So, any ideas on an event name? I would love to hear that. We were thinking of the Gathering. We thought of the Awakening. I wanted to call it the RV thing, so that people would be going, "Hey, are you going to the RV thing? What RV thing? You know, the RV thing in Tampa." I wanted to call it the RV
we were
thing.
talking about the Winter Fling.
The Winter Fling.
What was the other one? The Winter. There was another one that you
I don't know.
talk about.
We'll probably have Kevin do a one-man show like he does the one-man strip show, which is always entertaining. We could have him do that.
Burning Man RV edition. I would say not Burning Man. I mean, it's not like
kind of, sort of, but not really.
No, we're not gonna have little plans and
no clans.
Like we're not gonna do all that stuff. I don't know how they're even called. Like they're not clans, but it's like TME winter event. We don't want to be TME related. We want to be inclusive to even people that are not followers or anybody. I mean, just like an RV gathering for everybody. So. But anyway, so we have been playing with some names.
People are saying it's starting to buffer. So are Canadians allowed to come? Absolutely not. Of course the Canadians are allowed to come.
With a passport, absolutely.
Yeah, you just need the experimental thing. I like that. Yeah, absolutely. Canadians are allowed to come. You just need your passport and come on down and bring your RV. And yeah, all that stuff will be, like I said, we'll have a ticket thing available online. So you just buy that ticket and then it'll include everything that we're going to do while we're there.
Florida
except for food. Yeah. I mean, we're thinking about maybe bringing in some food trucks for a night or two.
Florida Experiment, kind of Stranger RV thing. So there's a few names right there.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. It's like... Oh, some people asking where is Aussie. We're not actually in the RV. He's like, we had to go on.
No, you guys are okay. These people are walking through here. Say hi to everybody on YouTube. So they're here on vacation. They're here at the Grand Canyon. So
the Gathering. Bernie says just the Gathering. But we're not in the RV. We're here in the visitor center, like plugging to their Wi-Fi. Otherwise, we will not be able to stream. That's why I think
we're not even being able to stream.
That's why like the Wi-Fi is like this. It's like sometimes we're buffering, sometimes it's great, and it's like we check a few before the live, and it was like amazingly good. But now it's buffering, so it's not great. But that's why Oz is not here because he's in the RV.
Will there be bathrooms? Well, yeah, everybody has RVs.
Are pets allowed?
There's bathrooms. There'll be pets allowed. Absolutely. Yeah. I would just, again, we're going to have to.
Of course, there's
bathrooms. It's actually they do have a campground where we are, so there will be bathrooms in the shower house and all that outside of your rigs as well. So yeah, if you come down in a tent, you will have the ability to take a shower and use bathrooms and stuff. And if not, you can knock on Kevin's rig, and he would always let you use his bathroom. But you got to remember that they have a toilet, and nobody wants to use our composting toilets.
I know.
Nobody. You guys would walk to Tampa before you would use our composting toilet. Most people.
Don and Kevin were saying that they have to postpone the retirement. So I'm so sorry, guys. It's like that you had to postpone it. Sorry. So they're going to go to courtside.
Sorry, I wasn't laughing at you guys postponing your retirement. Who's postponing the retirement?
Don and Kevin.
Don and Kevin. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that. I was laughing because somebody said our next live should be on the top of a cell tower.
Seriously. It's like, right?
That was awesome.
Oh, well, I have to say there's one switch we did because the last times that we have done it, it has been with the phone, trying to save on battery, not having to be plugged into the wall and all that stuff. But that's when we start having the problems. So it's and it was not Wi-Fi or anything like that. YouTube will kick us out after some time. So we don't know what was that about. And we're like, okay, let's go back to laptop. Let's go back to what it used to be. And right now, today we're on laptop. The only challenge today is more like the Wi-Fi. So hopefully it doesn't time out, because if the Wi-Fi times out, it's like we're going to have to, at that point, probably kill it, because we're going to start in that third one.
Yeah. Again, we're having people saying, what about the West Coast? That's something that we'll talk about in the future, because if the event goes well, then we'll do one winter on the East Coast, one winter on the West Coast. And we may do winter, summer stuff as well. We'll do a summer in the Northwest and then a summer in the Northeast. who knows? That's what I'd love to see it. That's putting the cart in front of the horse.
He's putting already like he's kind of like hopes and dreams out there. It's like not even facts. So
I want to do the largest gathering of RVs on the planet. That's what I want it to grow into.
Let's start with one. Calm down. Let's start with one.
Just one RV? Go. That's not going to be very good.
We have one gathering. One gathering.
A gathering. How about 100? Let's start with 100.
Chris Belofado says, did someone say open bar? Yes, sponsored by the Belofados.
Yes. Yeah. What's that? You guys are going to eat and then come out? Wait a second. Say hi to everybody. Wait. The blockers are in the house. Are you guys coming out?
Some of you actually met the blockers in Quartzsite, and it's like
Ed and Dorindy?
Right now we are camping together here in the Grand Canyon, but their daughter actually came to visit today from Phoenix, so they have been busy with their daughter. So that's why we didn't want to impose for them to come here, but they show up actually.
That's a low blow, Rick. That's a low blow. You see what he said? You go, Bob Wells. Bob Wells is a great thing going, but we're not going to teach you guys how to poop in a bucket. That's just not our thing. We're not going to teach you how to live on the cheap. That's not our thing.
Well, we cannot even teach something that we don't do.
Yeah, we can't teach you guys stuff that we don't do. But the RTR that Bob Wells does, no, we don't want to do that. We want to do, I don't know how to describe the visions in my head along with the voices. So it's hard to get all of that stuff out of my head. But if you guys have ever been to, like, Quartzsite is a great thing, but it's all about just selling you RV crap. There's some community, but everybody's separated. Like the Airstream people are separated from the Monaco people, and they're separated from the that's really cool. That's awesome. But I don't want that. I want us to all come together and do a group hug.
And sing Kumbaya. It's like, no, but that's why we're saying we don't want to be very specific team, right? Because we want to be inclusive to everybody.
Right. And we want to have bands and some entertainment and some classes and stuff like that. So we want to do a little bit of everything. And so that's what we're talking about. And again, yeah, we'll do something on the East Coast. We'll do something on the West Coast, and we'll figure it all out. Yeah.
It's like a winter RV event, Ted Denman said. Yeah, I mean, it has to be something kind of like, yeah, I mean, we're still thinking about the name because so we can put it out there already as a formality, just already kind of like do it. But it's like, so feel free like to put the names, we'll go through them, and probably we will put them to vote too. It's like, and see what most people think. Just do your own thing and they will follow. That's why everyone view your channel.
Thank you, George. I mean, appreciate that.
We appreciate that, but it's also again, it's like we always see the channel also as a group thing. Right. It's again like we're all together here for the same stuff.
We want to be something above and beyond the channel.
Nancy McIntyre, Woodstock. It's like I think that name was talking.
Wow,
Woodstock.
We have the Ukraine in the house. Welcome, Ukraine. That's awesome. I saw someone from Thailand. I think
Ukraine.
Amazing.
I bet they're not in Ukraine though. I don't think like it's the middle of the night there. I'm assuming. It's like, let us know.
Wolf Lover, are you from Ukraine or are you just yelling that out just randomly like Tourette's?
Jesus. We'll be there.
That's awesome.
Will there be Tampa RV show tickets?
Well, from the Tampa RV show, not from us. You got to buy those. I don't have anything to do with the Tampa RV show. But I mean, what we're going to do is we haven't decided yet whether we're going to move over to the Tampa RV show or whether we're going to stay where we are. We talked to the people at the Tampa RV show, and they said we would be able to bring our group in as a caravan 2 days early and then stay through the show.
There is a big if, though, or a big but. It's like if like we all come at the same time. That's the only way we can do it.
I can't guarantee that 80 people are going to come all at the same time and line up. And I didn't want to get into that. And once you're at the Tampa RV show, I want you guys to go do the Tampa RV show stuff. I don't want you to have to worry about what we're doing. So I wanted to do something prior to make it handy so that we could do this and then go to the Tampa RV show after. Because I want to enjoy the Tampa RV show too. So I don't want to be having to worry about taking care of a bunch of people and entertaining a bunch of people when I actually want to go.
Like, what are you doing?
Taking care of. Like I'm not administering CPR, though of course that may happen. Kevin is going to be around. So we want to go to the Tampa RV show when that's on. So we wanted to be able to go do that and just go enjoy the show afterwards. So whether we go into the show and buy tickets to stay there, I can't remember how much it was, whether it was $25 or $30, but anyways, we didn't want to combine the two. We wanted to keep them separate, and then eventually we're going to overtake the Tampa RV show. And
Okay, well, Oliver says he is from the Ukraine.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Do you have an RV?
What somebody asked too is like Vicky. It's like what? Oh, it's actually Vicky and Cliff. I think it's Vicky and Cliff. Yeah, they're here.
We just hung out with Vicky and Cliff in Vegas.
Yeah, what Grand Canyon rim are we at? It's like we're on the south rim, the southern end.
Yeah.
So we're in the actual what is it? Kebab National Forest.
Kebab
National Forest. That is where we are dry camping right now.
Yeah. And
actually,
I just want to congratulate Cliff. He's now running Picarso Auto Supply. He's running our old company.
He's the new manager.
The new owner. He's the new operations manager.
Yay!
I always knew he had it in him, but he wouldn't do that for me.
I know.
How many times did we ask him?
We're gonna hold it against you, Cliff, forever.
He's like, I'm not gonna do that for you. And then as soon as we leave, he takes over.
I know. It's okay.
Honestly,
it's okay.
Sorry, I just cried myself to sleep when I found that out.
It's like, what is the name of the RV resort campground? Thanks.
It's called Sun and Fun Expo Center, but again, don't have online reservations, and you're not going to be able to do anything through them. It's going to be within the next couple of weeks. We'll make announcements when we have all of the online bookings set up. So once I get that up and running, and the price of it is going to be anywhere from $35 to $55 a night, I think,
depending on
the kind of camping that you're doing, and it'll be 4 nights. So depending on whether you want to dry camp, water, electric, or do full hookup. And there is a limited amount of space in each one of those. Like I said, 75 in full hookups. We're probably not going to do full hookups. We'll do water, electric, maybe only, and maybe I don't even know if we need to do that. Work for 4 days. 4 days is no problem for us to be able to dry camp. So we might just save that for other people. But I think it's 75 full, 85 water, electric, and then there's 500 dry camping. So yeah, there's plenty of room for tents. And if you want to do a van life thing, or if you want to fly there in your airplane and then you just pull your airplane over and park it next to us, you can do that too.
Yeah, Rick and Amy's in the house, those crazy ones.
Yeah, he was the one saying shit about Bob Wells.
Oh, okay.
Saying that we're gonna be next Bob Wells.
It's like Don Klein says, any chance you're heading this way, Phoenix, before you head out? It's like we really don't know what way we're gonna head out, but if we go that way, we will let you know.
We'll definitely let you guys know.
It's like Paul's the babysitter. God help us. Mark says, man. It's like what business is Paul in? It's like more like was.
Yeah, it was. We had a detailing company that took care of the Rolls-Royce and limousine fleet for the Wynn Hotel, and all their security vehicles, and they had several box delivery trucks for their warehouse, all their executive vehicles, all that kind of stuff. We had that for a little over 10 years, and we sold it in January of this year. And the new owner is doing okay with it, I guess. And one of our old employees that is a good friend of mine is now the operations manager there. So. Good on them.
Yeah.
We love Rick and Amy, by the way.
Yes, we do. By the way, this doesn't matter how we call it. It will be an awesome as long as we're all together.
Debbie and Randy are just two of the nicest people you'll ever meet. So don't believe what you hear about Canadians. They're actually very nice people.
Oh my God, yeah.
We just love those guys. They're awesome.
Drone Eyes, and you were a golfer, a pro golfer? Yes. It's like all days, yes.
Yes.
This guy has done so much stuff. Probably.
I'm old.
One of these days, I mean, we have met other people that are the same way, where they have done it all throughout their life. This is one of those guys that he has done such different things.
I was in the golf business from about 95 through 2007. I was a golf professional at a golf course, and then I had an event business that did golf events. And I guess I never got the event business out of my system. And we started talking about it. Kevin and I talked about it a long time ago. Lori and I have been talking about it for a long time about doing an RV event. And I just don't feel that there's again, Escapees has their thing, and FMCA has their thing, and all these different groups have their event. I want it to be just an inclusive event that includes everybody, and that you don't have to be a member of a specific group to attend. You just show up, we have fun, live music, party, learn, and just have a good time, get to know each other. And
yeah,
I think it'll be fun.
Funny, Mark Fitzroy says, is it safe to RV in Canada? I think he's just being funny. He's
I
like,
don't know. Canada's a pretty rough place. So
I
yeah,
know.
totally.
Those
It's
Canadians, you have to be careful about them.
Canada's
This
amazing.
this note that
amazing place.
says, will we be able to stay there past the 15th? Just book that separate.
Yeah, so that's something that we've talked to them about, is saying that if we want to stay so that we could go to the Tampa RV show, and I'd like to know that as well. And if we find out that we have 50 people that want to stay, we can all stay, and it's 25 miles to Tampa. So, rather than picking up and moving and then being right there in the middle of the show, of course, I think it's kind of nice to be able to just walk into the RV show. And I think they have some stuff going on there as well. I talked to, he was the vice president of FMCA, or he had something to do with FMCA. I talked to the guy the other day, and he's the guy booking the campground at the Tampa RV show. And I don't know. I just got a weird feeling about, I didn't want to mix our stuff with their stuff and get it all convoluted.
Because here's the thing, and here's the big thing too, because they are actually doing events while the Tampa RV show is happening.
Right.
So we didn't want our events or our live people to be kind of like confused of where to go, because there's other stuff happening as well. So we were kind of like, you know what, let's do it before the actual show. We do our thing, and then everybody, I mean, even probably us, we're gonna probably move campgrounds, maybe not, we don't know yet. It's like, but then do Tampa RV show as a separate thing.
Right. I saw Nancy on there said she loves us because it doesn't matter whether they're driving $1 million RV or sleeping in a car. We talk to us the same. Absolutely. We just don't care. As long as you don't fire up your construction generator beside us in the middle of a national park. Then other than that, we love you guys, and we love you too, even if you fire up a generator. But I joke. Yeah. And that's what I love about RVing, really, is the fact that you can be parked with a truck camper next to a Prevost, next to a travel trailer, next to a Volkswagen van, and everybody hangs out. It's awesome.
Kevin is saying, not a bad idea, rent a shuttle, like from the other campground to the actual
that
show.
is actually a great idea. We could do a bus and run a bus back and forth.
Yeah, but it's like, that's the kind of stuff is actually very hard to plan for, because you don't know how many people are actually interested in doing something like that, and you have to account for that cost as well. So it's like, it's gonna be, we're doing it for, let's say, 40 people that pays a bus, or it will be worth because if there's only 10 people, then it's like not so much.
No, I think Kevin was offering to rent the shuttle. I think he was. What he was saying.
He's sponsoring the shuttle?
So Kevin, if you could just rent like a 50 or 55 passenger bus, that'd be awesome. Yeah, he's a baller. Yeah.
Oh, talking about ballers, is like he's actually going to Bali and to Thailand for 2 months.
Yes.
So it's like he's living in a week. So everybody says it's like
so jelly.
Happy travels to Kevin, because he's living RV life for 2 months.
So jealous.
So awesome that they can do that. Drone Eyes, do you visit family during the holidays? I try to. It's like Paul is not big on the holiday season. It's like I am. What?
Did you just tell everyone that I hate my family, basically?
No, you're not into the holiday season.
No,
you're
I'm
not into that.
It's just another day for
me. But I am. So it's like I will try to visit my family during the holidays. So yes, it's like I do. Greens from West Texas, Mike. You're a tech genius. Can you guys split screen with TME? Mark with talking to Kevin. I don't know. Like is it allowable to split screen? I don't know if we can do that.
YouTube has changed a few things too, and that's another thing. This is a completely different setup than we normally do. So that's what's weird about this as well. YouTube canceled the other streaming thing, and so we were even looking at other options on how to stream so that we could bring people in. And I thought that would be awesome, is to be able to bring people on split screen. So I am looking at that. It's not a free solution, so it's going to cost us a few bucks, but I think it would be, by a few bucks, I mean $400 or $500. But it always, all the cool stuff is always going to cost money. But I think it would be cool to be able to bring a person on every now and then be able to ask their question live. That would be really cool. So we are looking at those options as well. We just don't have like NBC production budget.
Paul Nevo says, trying one more time. Hello, Paul, the UPS guy in Boston. He's like, so Paul Nevo. So hello, Paul.
Paul, what's happening?
And Kenneth Joe's Excellent Adventure say, hey guys, love you. Just started full-time in a week ago. Sold our house in one day and head for the Grand Design National Rally in Elkhart, Indiana. Safe travels. That's awesome. You're going.
Very
We were
cool.
just listening to a story. Actually, a couple that we met that is like they put their house on the market thinking it was gonna take a long time.
Right.
And it was also their business on the market.
Yes.
And they thought it was going to take a long time to sell the
They
business.
figured they'd have 3 to 6 months.
And also the house because it was a very specialty thing and everything. And in 2 days, I got offers.
Yeah.
It's like, so they were somewhat kind of like forced to downsize extremely quick. I think like 30 days. They said it was 4
crazy.
weeks. They downsized everything and they went on the road.
Really crazy.
Pretty crazy story. It's like, anyway, if you have any questions, guys, remember, put them in all caps so I can read them faster and better.
Kevin says he does last Saturday live. He says does last Saturday live naked. I wanted to do that, but Lori said I am not allowed to.
What's that?
He said he does last Saturday live naked. I said I want to do that, but Lori won't allow me.
You can, because it's like nobody can see anything from here
From
to
here
lower.
down. Yeah.
No, I cannot.
I'm too white, guys. It would blind everybody. And just anyways. Jennifer, we're planning an Alaska trip. Any suggestions on something we absolutely have to see or do? I would definitely see a grizzly bear and a moose. I would see those.
Okay.
That's not a honest answer. I would say Valdez.
I think that's one of the most like talks about it, and we always mention it. Nobody
Everyone
talks
says, "Oh, you
about
got to go to
it.
Seward. You got to go to Homer." Valdez.
Yeah, or Anchorage or Fairbanks, all this. But for us, Valdez is gonna make it like the mountains, and you have to go there or try to plan to go there in nice weather, because otherwise you're not gonna see the mountains, and it's the most impressive. And just do the Lulu Bell. But we just met another couple that just went to Alaska this summer, and it was their highlight of their trip. Well, that, and also they actually went to Tuktoyaktuk to the Arctic Ocean, so that was awesome. Rick and Amy actually talking about Patreon folks and all that stuff is like, actually, that's one of the things I told Paul about is like about I want to do something between all our event and our gatherings, do like a special thing with our patrons and just kind of have more like a one-on-one on time. So it's like if you have also more like an activity too.
It's just hard because they're going to be scattered all over the country. So it's really hard to do something.
No, but if they happen to go.
Well, if they happen to go to the event. Yeah. Absolutely.
So it's like, so we're thinking about doing something.
All right, retiring from normal. She's heading out for dinner. See you later.
Have a good dinner.
Is that a Mickey Mouse shirt? It is a Mickey Mouse shirt.
But it's like a cool one. Look at it.
It's like I'm a videographer.
Yeah,
it is. Scott, could you please give a shout out to my husband? It would mean so much. Hi,
hey.
Scott's husband.
What's your name?
What's his name? Does he have a name? So
he's like, that's awesome. Hey. So I would say Alaska, only that. Valdez, and what's the other highlight?
Denali, definitely. I mean, everybody does Denali, but you have to do that and spend the money on the airplane.
When you go to Denali.
Kevin and Laura did it and recommended it to us. You take the Kantishna Airlines out to Kantishna, which is in the very back end of the park.
And that airline, by the way, is not the most expensive one because it's not a tour. It's not the actual proper tour. It's just a service that they do. But while you go to on the way to Kantishna, they give you like a little tour of the big one.
And then you bus back. And it's a 6-hour bus ride back. So the alternative to that is a 12-hour bus ride out and back. Don't do that. It's going to be $300 to $400 a person next year. I don't know. Just check with them. Talk to Matt. Tell him the Motorhome Experiment sent you. He'll remember us. Our friends Richard and Cheryl just went and they loved it.
And it was cloudy. They said they thought it was already paid, so they were going to go anyway. And it was cloudy, and they said they were already kind of like disappointed about it. And they actually crossed the clouds over, and they say it was amazing because they could see Denali from above the clouds. So that was awesome. Don Klein, is there something in the lower 48 you have not been but really want to go? Well, absolutely. Glacier. Actually, Chris Bellofather right now is there. It's like Glacier. We want to go and see Yellowstone. We were so close. Once we were in Salt Lake City, we were so close to Yellowstone. We're like, should we go or not? Should we just kind of like rush it and go? Mm-hmm. But it was middle of summertime too, lots of people. So we're like, no, let's not do it right now. But there's so many places we want to go. So yeah, there's still a lot in the list.
Hello from Rome, Italy. Oh, wow. Hello, Italy.
Hey,
it's Italy.
Isn't the middle of the night there?
We just had pizza.
I don't know
if that has anything to do with Italy, but
yeah. No. Well,
did you guys invent pizza? I think they did.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't. He looked at me like I have all the answers.
You should
I don't
know.
know.
You just took a civics test in the United States. You don't know who makes pizza? Come on.
But anyway,
How many miles on our RV? Right now we have 140,000 on our little gas coach, and it's still kicking and love it.
Futchman says it's like, what are the dates of the RV show in Tampa? It's towards mid or end January, right? It's
I'm gonna type it in there so everybody has it. So we're just gonna put it in as Tampa RV event, January 11 through 15th.
That's our event, though.
Yeah, this is our event, 2019.
And the actual Tampa RV show is the 15th, and I think it's for 4 or 5 days after that.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Something
say
like that.
Tampa RV show, 15th to the 19th.
Oh, okay.
2019.
So it's like the name of the husband is Scott. It's like she's the wife, Vicky. So it's like it just comes under his name, his profile. So it's like
we accept everybody. So we thought Scott had a husband. That's okay with that. So we would have said hi if Scott had a husband named Bruce. We would have been okay with that.
Yeah.
But we find out that Vicky's the wife. So hey, Scott, what's happening? How you doing? Happy birthday. Was it his birthday? Or just said hi? You just want to shout out. Shout out to
hi. You put 2019 is 2020. You're
it's 2020. Right. Jesus.
Yeah.
Listen to what I mean, not what I say. You guys know better than that. Don't pay any attention to the dates that I put on the TV screen.
Just the actual days, not the year. The actual days, not the year.
Unless you guys want to do it last January, we can do that. Kevin has strings he can pull. No.
Don't Klein. Oh, we wish we could go. I know. It's like maybe another time. I mean, it's not the last thing we're going to do, so don't worry about it. We'll catch up. In the meanwhile, you can watch your favorite channel. You know which one is it.
Dawn. I didn't say that, Dawn. She did it.
But anyway, so it's like we're trying to read through the comments, but it's just like they go fast.
That's all right.
I have a hard time.
Shout out to Bob. Take the red bus tour at Glacier. Glacier is one of those places we need to go. We haven't gone, so we need to do that. Kevin will pick us up. Didn't you have one already? We will be old school tent camping the week of the RV show at Fort DeSoto. We really hope to meet you guys live in person. Yeah, if you guys are in the area, even if you're not RVing, we're gonna figure out a way. We'll get you in and come on over to the event.
You don't have to stay there with us to come and just hang out during the daytime or like at night. If we do like a party thing, it's like feel free to come and hang out. You don't have to stay with us.
Right.
It's like so.
RV Back to the Future. See, that's what we could call the event if we have it last January rather than the coming January. We can call it RV Back to the Future.
That would be cool.
That's why I love Kevin.
That would be cool, actually.
He can comment things like that.
Yeah. And so anyway, so he's putting everything together. Finally, we lock a place. And so it's done. We have the place. And we also, we already told you guys we're working on the name, so probably he's going to put it up for voting or choosing something. Once that's together, we put a plan of we have the date, so what's going to happen on every date and the rates and start scheduling from there. So that's why it's going to happen.
Kevin Klein's a pain in the ass. Did I ever tell you that?
Oh, I know he is.
Yeah, he said they're going to be at courtside with KYD and Nomadic Ramblers.
Okay,
they awesome.
Have gone to Banff. So
are you guys sitting next to each other while like Dawn's commenting on here and Kevin's are you guys in separate rooms or are you like sitting next to each other doing this shit? That's hilarious.
Helicopter rides at the event. Ted Denman is like, we don't have that big of a pool to bring a helicopter just for rides.
No, but there's gonna be the airport is right next door, so we'll get jet rides.
Jet rides.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Paul wants to rent, like
Traveling Robert's in the house, guys. So,
hey,
Robert, are you in January? You're going to be in the Tampa area
for the Tampa RV show because we're gonna do an event before that, and you can come and hang out. That would be awesome. But Paul wanted to rent those like balls. How you call it? It's not a soccer ball. It's not like those inflatable balls where you actually go into the ball and you just like crash with each other.
You play soccer inside of this giant inflatable ball. I want to do that
Paul
stuff.
Wants to do that. So like,
I want to play laser tag and do all these fun kids things, and Lori doesn't want me to do that stuff. So Robert, yes, you'll be in the area. So January 11th through the 15th, you could come to our event, and then And then everybody can meet Traveling Robert too. So that's
well,
awesome.
he says 2019, so he's on Back of the Future.
Oh, so
too.
he's going back to the future. Okay, so he can go to our 2019 event. Can you go to our 2020 event? Because that would be really important.
Because Paul did the same thing.
Yeah.
Can we skydive to the Tampa RV show? Oh, that's a good plan. Instead of shelling,
That would be awesome.
instead of shelling, you
All
can
of a
just
sudden, everyone's
skydive.
looking up and everyone's just piling
You
in
just
from
like
there. That'd
landing
be great.
right there.
Nerf
Like-
gun wars. See, I like the way they're thinking. I'm not the only little kid in the group.
How many little kids we have on the house that will be interested in doing just goofy stuff like that? I'm interested.
How many people would do like laser tag or Nerf gun wars? How many people did that?
Charron Robert can do a concert.
That's
Is like-
right. Robert can be entertainment. He's a heck of a guitar player.
Thank you, Ted.
He's
Thank
got that
you.
smooth, silky voice.
Thank you, Ted. It's like
Yeah,
for bringing
Robert.
it up. It's like just saying, Traveling Robert. It's like you're being put on the spot right now here.
See, water gun wars. Absolutely. That would be hilarious.
Okay, but all
And
of these.
along with the water gun wars, wet t-shirt contest.
Oh no, that's
See?
not classy.
2 in 1.
No,
No, that's two biker stuff.
it's like you see water guns on school. Like people already kind of like
Book Kenny Rogers. Well, we could have my Kenny Rogers
They-
impersonator friend, but they're going to be in.
They're gonna be
going
in
back
Baja.
to Baja, Mexico.
yeah,
they
they're
loved,
like
they loved Baja so much they're going back in. Somebody, Captain Sam, I love it. He goes, "I'm in any war with toys." That's awesome. We could line up a bunch of Hot Wheels on the ground, and we have to run through the field of Hot Wheels.
burn the cut so we can play dunk pole.
Absolutely, we could do a dunk tank, and then I'll do a dunk tank.
Oh, I thought like in the pond right there where the alligators are.
You mean try to drown? Yeah, there is a small pond there, but remember, guys, this is Florida, and if it's a body of water, it's likelihood that there's an alligator in it. So yeah, there'll be none of that. So 300 people on. You guys are freaking amazing. You guys are
Also,
awesome.
I didn't even
love you
notice.
guys.
Yeah, I didn't
Love you
even
guys so much.
notice.
This is so much fun.
But
So
our friend Kenny Rogers, Richard, is like he can fly from Baja, but I don't think he will like to do it. It's like
you never know.
no, it's just the same.
never
It's
know.
like they actually do not like too much. They're not good with humid weather, so they actually do not like Florida because of that. So because we tell them come over here, and they're like, yeah,
Yeah.
not Florida.
Jose, remember Jose from the other
Jose,
side of
yeah,
Orlando? Yep. So he said it could be cold in January, so we could do snowball fights.
Is it ever cold in Florida? I feel like it's always warm there. Even when we were there like 2 years ago, it was like super warm.
And Kevin Klein says he will enter the wet t-shirt contest.
He will enter.
Yeah.
Oh, you can enter it too.
Yeah, and
so
I'll
it will
enter
be
Kevin.
two participants right there. It's like
Somebody in here said that, by the way, I wanted to compliment you. Somebody said on here that you're beautiful and they wanted to know
Aw.
where I got my wit. And I was like, don't encourage me. I have no idea where I got it.
I don't know. He's awesome though.
But is there an SNL skit? Kevin and I will be on a microphone, guys. Anything can happen. And you can ask some of the folks that were here with us in Quartzsite. It's chaos. It is so much fun.
It is a lot of fun. It's like
is so much fun.
That's the one thing. And this is coming from a shy like person. Like I don't like to be put on the spot with a lot of people. But even then, it's like I felt so comfortable because we were all having fun.
Oh, Jim and Pam are in the house with the old school GMC. What's going on here?
Pam. Karaoke. Oh my god. It's like that's a tough one.
I don't karaoke, but I know a lot of people like it.
I know a lot of
that's
people.
a possibility. Like,
There's one viewer, like it's friend of ours actually, Rick. He's like
yeah, Camper Rick. We could get
he
him.
loves karaoke.
Yeah.
He does karaoke almost every single weekend.
Yeah.
It's funny because he's a sheriff, so it's funny to see him karaoke with his uniform. It's actually pretty cool. But I avoid karaoke. I don't have a good voice. That's the one thing you don't want me to hear or see. Like hear me sing a song. He's like it's pretty bad. So
Drone wars. Ted, yeah, unfortunately, we're going to be like super close to an airport, literally next to the airport. So there'll be no drone flying at all.
laser drum battles.
So yeah, drone racing, drone wars, none of that. That's one thing I will tell you guys. It's right next to the airport because it's right next to the Aerospace Museum. So there is going to be small aircraft. It's not a
It's
huge airport. It's a small airport.
Or it's a train track. So we'd
Yeah,
rather the
it's-
airport.
Remember, RV parks. Yes, RV parks are next to the train tracks or the airport, like one or the other. The Snowdens. So the gear list. She said
Randy turned 65 on the 26th. Yay, Randy!
Gave him a photo of a drone
my
he was going to
God.
order, and she said it wouldn't work on our gear list, so I'm going to have to double check that. The one I have is the Mavic Air, so it works great. It's good. If you do the Fly More package, it's going to come with 3 batteries and all that kind of stuff. It's about $900, something like that. I don't know.
I don't know, but someone says a contest about voice imitation contest for Traveling
Robert. We could imitate Traveling Robert. He's just got such a great voice. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I had to get stuck with sounding like Jerry Seinfeld.
Is it cold at night for campers? In Florida, I will say it's breezy. It's actually pretty good at night. Is there in the daytime that it gets warm?
Fine. January will be fine for campers. Absolutely. But it can be cold, but it's not going to be as cold as Minnesota or Michigan.
It's perspective.
Yeah.
When you're coming from a very hot place, it's like right now, today, for example, was 88 degrees, but coming from 109 that was Las Vegas, it felt amazing. But if you're coming from cooler weathers, like if you're from the coast of Washington or Oregon, it's like 88 is going to feel so hot for you.
Absolutely.
So.
Stop the presses. Chuck's in the house.
Chuck is in the house?
Chuck's in the house, yeah. Hey, Chuck, we are at the Grand Canyon National Park. Chuck, we're actually at the visitor center. This brick wall behind us here, this is the visitor center at the Grand Canyon National Park. They were nice enough to allow us to come in here and broadcast in their courtyard.
I still think they call it the visitor center. I don't think it's the visitor center.
I don't think it might not be the visitor center, but it's a visitor center. It's where they have the IMAX theater. So after this, we may go see the IMAX.
Pink Jeep tours from here and all that stuff. And they have a Pizza Hut. So things happening here. It's like a lot of people walking around looking at us like, who are these people talking to? So they don't know. We're talking to you guys. It's like, go to the IMAX. It's awesome. It's like, we're going to go to the IMAX probably after this with the blockers and their daughter because they want to go and see a movie. I grew up in Clearwater and it can get into the 30s. Well, hopefully, let's cross our fingers for good weather.
So here's what we'll do. If you're there, and of course, we only have one. If we're there and it's chilly, we have an electric heater you can borrow and you can put it in your tent. See
there, it says Patty says Nancy. Oh, I missed it. I cannot go back up.
Can't go down. Oh, you can. Mine's a touchscreen.
Now I missed the actual comment, but it's like somebody was saying that they actually are from that area and it's pretty nice weather. It's like usually that time, so it could be cold, but it's not like the norm. It's basically what she was trying to say. But now I cannot find that, of course, that specific
So it's not too bad in January.
Is what we're saying. So it will be abnormal, I think.
Carrie's in here. Carrie and Randy are on. I didn't see them. She said Camper Rick and his karaoke.
I know. He's like, are you guys going to make it to Florida? I know you're not RVing, but you can always go and just hang out just for a little bit. I'm just saying that.
Vicky's coming to the Grand Canyon. Come on down, guys. We got a place for you guys. You guys can stay.
Absolutely. We're boondocking, so it's like plenty of room around us.
Oh, you guys would have had to leave yesterday. They could have come down. I never even thought of that. They could have come down and stayed with us for a couple of nights.
Oh, yeah. I guess it's
never
weekend.
Even thought that. It's a weekend. This is already his second day off, though. Or this is already his first day off. You guys are welcome to drive down right now. You can be here by 10 o'clock. Stay overnight.
Next weekend.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Well, next weekend we'll be heading back.
Hope for good weather in Florida, but my dad lives in Lakeland and they sometimes get freezes. It's like, again, hopefully we get good weather.
Well, put it this way, guys. Okay, if Lakeland gets freezes sometimes and we're going to be there, just plan on it being freezing ass cold.
Yeah, it's like the TME way.
Yeah.
But
I think I just got a bird just did something to me.
There is literally a pigeon above us.
There is literally a pigeon.
I mean, there is like a
Don't you dare.
There is like 4 walls here, and the pigeon had to be right above us.
All right.
He's
gone now. So anyways, it's just the way it is. If we're going to be somewhere, whatever weather can be the most terrible, it will be that. So plan on rainy and cold, and then just see what happens from there.
Okay.
It's Pam from Sarasota right there.
There you go. It's like, it's great in Florida in the winter. Yeah. That's why everyone comes out here. I agree. It's like, I think it's very unlikely that it will get that cold. But it's like pieces. It's like the Pavias are in the house.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
It's awesome. But anyway, so how many of you that are right now here tuned in are planning on going to Florida? It will be interesting.
Are you going to count when the comments come up?
1, 2, 3,
Well,
4,
because
5.
we put the announcement and a small announcement on Facebook, and we have about 60 people that say they're committed. Of course, that's before they knew that they had to pay for camping, probably, because in courtside it's free camping. Here we couldn't find anywhere big enough that we could all go for free. So
there was some places that we could have gone probably boondocking, but we could have just fit probably like 20 people, and that's it.
So, like I said, it's going to be anywhere from 35 to 55 a night, depending on whether you do dry camping or whether you do full hookups. So that's going to be it. Steve's in the house. Holy smokes. All the gang from courtside is here. That's amazing. So when we were in courtside, we had just an enormous, great turnout there. Actually, Traveling Robert was there. Don and Kevin were there. The Snowdens were there. Chuck was there. Steve was there. Who else is online here?
Snowdens,
the Pavias were here.
Blokers,
Tom and Faye were there. Like, we got almost the whole gang from courtside around tonight. So that's amazing. The park in Walmart. Yes, they're in full hookups. They said they're in. Happy vibes. We're planning on being there. The Wrights. Brian, you guys are going to be there? It's Brian and Debbie, right? You guys are going to be there? That's awesome.
So
Donald Santiago's in the house. Man, we went and with Donald and Jeannie, we went and hiked up in Tahoe. That's awesome. So Don is a Hot Wheels guy, so he would be totally in. You're going to bring your whole collection of Hot Wheels, and we'll spread it out over a football field, and then the fastest runner through the football field of Hot Wheels. That'd be awesome.
Carrie, like, bringing her Spanish. ¿A dónde vas? Where we're going? It's like we're talking about Tampa. Yeah. Or you're talking about near future. Because if near future is like we have actually talking about it, like a little bit like off topic of the Tampa thing. It's like our main goal is
Joan was in Forza, yeah. Sorry.
Our main goal is to be in Florida in January, but there is a very loose plan from here to there. But the one thing that obviously we need to do is like we're going back to Las Vegas to fly out from there to visit his son in Hawaii with our moms. So we're taking the moms with us. Now, by the way, guys, he's gonna take 1 week vacation so we can enjoy time with our moms. So don't expect probably we will put it out there before that happens. It's gonna be probably 2 weeks from now. It's like we're gonna be like offline for a week on vacation, but it's like we're gonna after coming back we're gonna hang out around the area because it's like my oath actually is October 11th.
So we'll be in the Vegas area.
I cannot bring or invite people to the oath. I'm only allowed to bring 2 people to the oath. So it's not like I can invite you guys, people around from Las Vegas, but it's like I want to actually get together with some friends. I'd like to celebrate after the oath. So hopefully you have the October 11 open and free so we can go out and celebrate. Yoo-hoo, this new citizen. And after that is when we have very loose plans of actually heading towards Florida, little by little, but we don't know what route we're taking. We don't have any other plans or any other reservations. So just a little bit, let you know what is the drill.
Wow. We have some folks on here from Morocco. That's amazing. I cannot